How to cultivate daily wisdom. Most people think wisdom arrives like a lightning bolt from the heavens. A single flash, and suddenly life makes sense. But Zen tradition laughs gently at that idea. In reality, wisdom grows the way moss creeps along a stone, quietly, patiently, one moment of attention at a time. What if the secret to wisdom isn't thinking more, but noticing better? That's where our story begins. I spent decades chasing insights, books, teachers, podcasts. Every new idea felt like a door swinging open, until I realized I wasn't walking through any of them. I was just collecting keys. Wisdom, I discovered, isn't found in the door. It's in the act of turning the handle. Today we're talking about how to cultivate daily wisdom, not mystical, mountaintop enlightenment, but grounded, everyday awareness that keeps you steady while the world wobbles. Before we dive in, pause for a second. Hit the like button and tell me in the comments what wisdom means to you right now. Then subscribe to Still Ambitions so you can keep growing alongside us. All right, let's get still. 1. The discipline of attentiveness. Zen masters teach that enlightenment is simple to glimpse, but devilishly hard to sustain while you're paying bills, answering emails, or navigating traffic. Charlotte Yoko Beck called this everyday Zen practice that unfolds in love, work, and all the mess of modern life. The first discipline is attentiveness. In Zen, concentration is not excitement but constancy. It's about giving your full self to the moment you're already in. Single tasking sounds boring until you try it. Pour a glass of water and only pour water. You'll feel your mind tug away like a puppy chasing every scent. Bring it back. That tug is the training. Do less to do more completely. It's like trimming a bonsai. Every cut makes the shape clearer. When you reduce what you take on, you can give each act your full measure. And here's a trick I've learned. Build space into your schedule. Literally leave gaps between tasks. That margin is where wisdom breathes. Kodo Sawaki said, all of Buddhism is a footnote to Zazen. Sitting still isn't an escape. It's training for the motion of living. Each moment of concentration is a seed of clarity. Take a second to think about where you could practice single tasking today. Maybe while cooking dinner, driving, or listening to someone you love. Share it in the comments below. I'd love to see what comes up. 2. The root of clarity. Once we settle into attentiveness, we begin to notice the noise underneath. Judgment, comparison, and the endless chatter of I like this, I hate that. This is the mind's favorite game, dividing the world into right and wrong, good and bad, me and not me. Dongshin, one of the great Zen ancestors, called true insight suckness. He said reality itself is beyond our labels. When we stop slicing experience into halves, the world becomes whole again. Daily wisdom means catching the moment when dualistic thinking starts to spin and softly setting it down. For me, that usually happens in traffic. Someone cuts me off, and I instantly turn into a philosopher of rage. But when I breathe and see it as just motion in space, the story collapses, and I'm free again. Emptiness doesn't mean nothing matters. It means everything's connected. When you drop preference, you don't become passive. You become peaceful. As Dogen warned, cherishing opinions is the disease of the mind. When we stop clinging to our positions, we find the still point beneath them all. That stillness is daily wisdom. 3. The body is teacher. Wisdom isn't trapped in the skull. It's lived through the body. Kodo Sawaki taught that realization happens through posture and breath. The mind follows the spine. If your body collapses, so does your awareness. Try this. Take a slow, deep breath into your abdomen. Feel your center, the tendon right below the navel. Exhale completely. That single breath contains more insight than an hour of analysis. Throughout the day, check in. How's your posture? Are you breathing or holding? Are you present in your own frame? Dongshin said even non-sentient beings teach the Dharma. Your body is one of them. When I started meditating in my 60s, I thought it was all about sitting still. Over time, I realized it was also about moving well how you walk, type, or even sip coffee. Each action can express harmony or chaos. Keep realigning body, breath, and mind until they move as one. That's what Zen calls practice through the physical self. 4. Wisdom in motion. The danger of personal growth is that it becomes, well, personal. We start treating enlightenment like a private trophy, but real wisdom spills outward. Zen compassion isn't sentimental, it's functional. When you see that self and other are the same wave, helping others becomes as natural as stretching your leg. Zen Master Sum San used to tell his students that every moment is a konin, a living cone meant to test our wisdom. The challenge isn't sitting on a cushion. It's how you respond when life throws you a curveball. That's what the Japanese call shujyo, continuous training. Every difficulty is a dojo. Charlotte Yoko Beck put it simply, practicing this very moment. Not the ideal one, not the spiritual retreat, but this ordinary instant, the dirty dishes, the awkward meeting, the heartbreak. That's where daily wisdom blooms. When you face life that way, compassion isn't forced, it flows. When we live this way, every encounter becomes a mirror. The stranger who irritates you, the colleague who challenges you, the loved one who misunderstands you, they're all showing you where your practice still wobbles. Instead of retreating from those moments, bow to them inwardly. Hat bow is wisdom in motion, the act of meeting life without armor. In time, you stop looking for peace in quiet places and start carrying it into the noise. 5. The practice of letting go. Eventually, daily wisdom leads us into the art of non-holding. All Zen masters, from Han Shan laughing on Cold Mountain to Man Gong teaching in war-torn Korea, remind us that wisdom isn't about adding but releasing. The mind loves collecting, but the heart finds peace only in letting go. When you notice tension, mental, emotional, or physical, try this small ritual. Breathe in, name the grasping, and exhale the need to fix it. Some call this mindfulness. I call it returning to zero. Richard Schroed described the Korean Zen spirit as don't know mind, a mind open, humble, and endlessly curious. Every day, I try to start from there. Don't know mind keeps us teachable, compassionate, and sane. If this idea of letting go is hitting a nerve, go watch our previous episode, The Shocking Truth About Why Holding On is Hurting You. It dives straight into why clinging to people, ideas, or even success quietly drains your strength and clarity. I share a personal story in that one that might just change how you see attachment altogether. Watch it on Still Ambitions, and if it resonates, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next layer of this journey. 6. The synthesis. Chop wood, carry water. Wisdom isn't somewhere you arrive. It's something you enact. It lives in the simplest acts, done with clear attention and an open heart. Single tasking trains concentration. Dissolving duality restores clarity. Grounding in the body reveals presence. Compassion in action turns insight into service. And letting go returns you to the flow. You don't have to chase enlightenment. Just keep polishing the mirror through daily presence until it reflects what's always been there. As the saying goes, before enlightenment, chop wood and carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood and carry water. That's daily wisdom. If you felt a spark here, share your reflections in the comments. How do you practice wisdom in your own daily grind? Let's talk about it below. And if this brought you even a moment of calm, hit like and subscribe to Still Ambitions. Until next time, stay steady, stay kind, and keep your mind wide open.
When you sit quietly, you see clearly. Let go of thought and find stillness.